Hi everyone. Okay, this is another moveset update. I really should do that tag tutorial. Anyways, so this is just an update on all the movesets. They added tool tips, so now there's tips on all of Sakuna moves and also all of Yuji's base moves. And also there's a new character I'm working on over there that I'll reveal later. So the tooltips are stylish slash shrine because you can only use it in shrine mode unless you want to feint in 10 Shadows. And the same goes for Piercing Water. And then Royal variant is either. Probably should put either on Jujutsu too. And then also in Ultimate. Yeah. Yeah, there's also tooltips. One fight Black Flash for Cleave and Chant for Dismantle. And also, I figured out how to color the character names. So, Sakuna and Yuji. I tried to change Yuji to pink, but it just made a really long tag. Here's how I did it. It's kind of hard to see. Maharaga is not going to be on the character list. Gojo's going to be white. Same with Unarmed. And I can't scroll down without spoiling the new character, but Naoya is going to be that shade of, like, pinkish purple. And onto the Yuji changes. I added Curse combo, or I reworked it a bit, and I added Manji kick. It's kind of hard to land, and also this was really rushed. I just kind of made it so that I can get done with Yuji faster. As for, let me see if I can as for Naoya, I added his R special, which is honestly a little confusing. It's just like a projection sorcery movement, but as you can see, it leaves behind a trail. And if you get hit during it, you get paneled. And if you get hit during that, you just kind of you take a lot of damage. It's 24 specifically. And also his M1s, there's 8 of them, and they deal not that much damage because he's the tickle monster. Nothing for Gojo. Nothing changed. Actually, I did change something about Unarmed. Give it a bit. His R special, it leaves behind after images because in Earclax, whenever Unarmed starts getting really fast, he leaves behind after images. Alright, and now for the new character, which is something I bet none of you were expecting. Is my door open? Okay, hold on. Now for the new character, which I'm assuming none of you are expecting. The X event from Underverse. Here, let me get over here. Okay, wait, hold on. He does have a Okay, don't mind any of this. Yeah, he will have a death ult. Mainly because this is actually just going to be a recreation of the X Event's moveset from Soul Shatters. If you don't know what Soul Shatters is, it was this old Undertale Battlegrounds game that had okay, let me name all the characters off the top of my head. It had Classic Saiyans, Frisk, Undertale Frisk. There was a third Undertale character, specifically Undertale. I forgot which one it was. I know they were gonna add Azrael or Azrael. Azrael was the third Undertale character. And then and they had the X event, which is this one, and then they had Story Shift Kara, I think, Glitchtail Kara, Glitchtail Frisk, Betty Noir from Glitchtail, Glitchtail Undyne specifically. I don't know why Glitchtail Undyne, because all the stuff she does is something regular Undyne can do. Delta Sands, I very specifically remember Delta Sands because I used to main him. Sakuya from Toho, Steve Vani from Steven Universe for some reason. It's getting a lot closer. I'm kind of scared. And then Carrot God, which I think was just like an OC or something. They were all Game Pass characters. For some reason, Sakuya specifically costed 1,000. I never bought her. I'm never playing the game again because it's dead, and I heard the creator's a pedophile now. Anyway, so this moveset, okay, real talk. I'm gonna drop character. I had to go through so much bullshit making this moveset. It is 6 a.m. I'm tired. I want to get done with this video. Okay, so their M1s are based off of their Soul Shatter's M1s, so they work a little differently. Well, they work a little differently from JGS M1s. Yeah. And then they have their R special, which is a mode switch, because if you don't know, in Soul Shatters, it's not like you just have 4 moves. In Soul Shatters, every character had different modes and a varying amount of moves in each mode. I think Cross Sands in his base has the least amount of moves. He has 3 in normal, and then 4 in knife. And speaking of knife, that's his other mode that you swap to. Right now I only have different M1s. They deal more damage and are functionally the same, but speaking of modes, I remember Sans had a telekinesis mode with a second move that I just never figured it out. Like, it would work sometimes, other times whenever I pressed it, it would just not do anything. So, yeah. There's no down slam or uppercut variants because there was none in Soul Shatters. Speaking of Soul Shatters, actually, hold on, I'm gonna go play it real quick for all of you. Or, like, a, recreation of it. Because, again, the actual game's dead. This is the one I play a lot. It does have a couple extra characters, and it's not 100% accurate. This is not at all how it looked. This is also... Okay, in the original Soul Shatters, the menu, it was just like black screen with text on the top with all the different AUs, and you would just click on them. It did not have Deltarune. It did not have Icebound. It did have Game Pass. Those were the Sakia. It did not have Horror Sands. Huh? Goku? Okay, the original Soul Shatters didn't have this. Okay, it had Stevani, it had Sakia. It didn't have Faceless. I don't know who that is. I think Delta Sans is actually... Okay. Why is Classic Sans here? This is X Event. Yeah, Delta Sans is in Underverse. Why is Reaper Teokara here? They're not in Underverse. So, let me just give y'all a look at this guy's moveset. So, like, normal and knives. Oh, and also R, it's, every character's R is just a teleport. Let's take a look at these M1s. It's not 100% accurate. And the knife M1s, again, not entirely accurate. Also, you have stamina and this little orange bar, which I think is like moves. What is this guy doing? Okay, well, I can't hit them. Let me see if I can find a dummy real quick. Why is the Christmas map here? Okay, that's perfect block. Oh yeah, that's right, blocking. The way blocking, I might add that because you can do custom block animations. That's Frisk. That's Undertale Frisk. I played against Undertale Frisk. It is actual bullcrap. Genuinely top, like, bottom 10 worst characters to fight in any Battlegrounds game. Now, the thing about Frisk is that, like, in this game... Oh, also, wait, there's another thing unique about this game that I forgot to mention. There are these things called Phase 2s that some characters have where whenever you die, you do a little animation and you basically just pop ult automatically. They're fun. Sort of. Thing is, like, look at this. Look, 20 damage in a game where some characters have 200 or more HP for an M1 combo is pretty bad. And I don't think it's... Okay, it's a little bit better with knives. But yeah, this is going to be, like, the general moveset. So the first move in normal, just one barrage. And the second move is Gaster Blaster. And the third move is just a Bone Barrage. And then in Knives, I actually really like Knives. Okay, wait, let me just... So yeah, that's just like a little slash shockwave thing. I remember too, because I liked this move. And then 3 is another projectile barrage. And then 4 is actually a melee. Where it stuns them for a bit. Yeah. And I think it also like covers their screen or something. Let me show you all the phase 2. So if you don't know, in Underverse, this is based off of the scene where X-Kara takes over Sans' body, or Cross Sans' body, and grabs Underswap Kara's soul, 95% of it, and that's Glitchtail Frisk. I don't know what they were doing in Glitchtail. There was some bullcrap. Now the funny thing about X-Kara, their mode switch you have to hold down in order to use it, and R is still just a teleport. That's one of X-Kara's moves. So their 1 is basically just the same. I don't know why it's on cooldown. 2, I know 3 is also... Oh, no, 3 is different. I thought it was just a Knife Barrage. 2... Okay, that's the stun thing. 4 is the Knife Barrage, right? No, it's not. I really like this move, though. 5 is... Yeah, 5 is the Knife Barrage. And this, the first, is Heal, yeah. And then the second... Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. That's cool. I liked this one. That move. And then this is like a bit of a cutscene. Dude, that's gonna be so cool to recreate. Alright, so yeah, that's just like a bit of background as to what this specifically is based off of. These fights go on for a long while, so I'm not going to, do one. Unless this guy wants to... No, that's Frisk. Okay, yeah. Oh, and also whenever you die, I do want to recreate this. Yeah. Alright. So that's, Soul Shatters and also the moveset I'm working on. Yeah.